Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So in today's session, we are going to discuss the interview question that has been asked in Accenture campus placement. Okay, so we have taken the experience of few candidates. So you are not going to see only the technical questions that has been asked in the interview, but also HR questions as well. Okay, so it's not only for Accenture. Like I have seen the similar pattern has been followed for all the service-based companies. Like for an example, if you can take it's Wipro, Infosys, TCS, SCL, Tech Mahindra, Capgemini. So all these companies follow the same pattern for hiring the candidate from the college. Okay. Basically, this video is most important for the people who are still there in the college and waiting for their placement, or who has completed their graduation degree and still looking out for the opportunity to work in the IT firms. Okay. Okay. So let's start with the first candidate experience. So we are going to discuss all his credentials like marks in graduation, 12th, 10th as well, and then technical questions as well as the HR question that has been asked from this candidate. Okay. So why I'm more interested to show you the academic records of all the candidates is because in HR round, more or less questions may revolve around your academic careers. Okay, so we'll see that if any of the candidates have faced similar questions or not. So if you see the candidate one, he has scored 6.2 in graduation, 64.60 in 12th, and 10th 84.80. So if you see his marks has been gradually decreased over the time. Okay, let's see the technical question. What are the technical question he has been asked in the interview? So the first question he faced was explain at least three basic oops concept. Okay, so you must be knowing the oops concept. Okay, second question is what are the recursive functions? Give three examples. Okay, so you have to make sure that you are stating the appropriate examples. Third question is what is the difference between call by value and call by reference for functions? Okay, the fourth question is write a program in C++ for Fibonacci series. Okay, fifth question, define encapsulation in C++. Explain abstraction and encapsulation. Okay, so these are the OOPS feature only. Tell us about the project you undertook in your summers, or you can say this is all about the projects that we are ideally doing the last semester or second last semester. So you need to explain a little bit about your projects. Okay, so this is the last question that he has faced. So if you see the pattern of the questions, right, basically it revolves around the OOPS concept or your basic knowledge only, right? They're not asking you any hard and tough questions. Okay, let's go to the HR interviews. They are all the five candidates I have taken the examples have cleared the technical interview. So that is the reason why they are into the HR interview. Okay, so in HR interview, the first question he faced is tell us about yourself and your family background. So you just need to keep it short and simple. Okay. Second question he faced is how will you manage a team under pressure? Okay, so they want to see how good you are under pressure and whether you will be able to work under a team or not. Okay, why your marks are continuously declining over the period. Okay, so that is what I was just stating in the initial or beginning. So you just need to answer it very positively. Okay, you cannot state any particular reason for it. You need to answer this question very positively. Okay, so what has happened. You need to promise them that if I'm joining your organization, I will give my best to perform there. Okay, so what's your dream company? Okay, so this question is very tricky. So make sure you're not sidelining the company completely, okay, for which you are interviewing for. Okay, बेसिकली एचआर का दिल नहीं तोड़ना है आपको, ठीक है। आप अगर कोई ड्रीम कंपनी है, बड़ा अमेजॉन, गूगल एंड ऑल, सो यू कैन टेल इट, बट मेक श्योर यू कीप दिस इन लिस्ट समवेयर डाउन. देन क्वेश्चन नंबर 6, विल यू बी विलिंग टू वर्क इन नाइट शिफ्ट? ओके, सो इसका आंसर आपको हमेशा यस में ही देना है. सो इफ यू आर स्टार्टिंग योर कैरियर इन आईटी सेक्टर, राइट, सो कंपनी विल एक्सपेक्ट अ लॉट मोर फ्रॉम यू. ओके, सो you cannot deny anything, right, by saying simply no. So you have to accept it. The seventh question is what is Make in India initiative and what are your views about it? Basically, this is a general questions. They want to check your knowledge on day-to-day activity or what is happening in the country. You are aware about it or not. So basically, you should know all these things actually. Okay. So let's go to the candidate number 2 and see what happened to him or her. Okay, so candidate 2 has graduation 7.14, 12th 74.80 and 10th 83.60. Okay, so marks are somehow okay. Okay, let's see what are the technical interview questions he has faced. So what are the type of database keys? Okay, write a function to reverse a linked list. How prevalent is cycle stealing in modern system? What are the various on delete options in a DB table? Which is the default option? Provide insight into the e-commerce market in India. Okay, so basically this is a general question which has been asked in the technical interview. Write a program to print factorial up to 10. Okay, so basically they are asking you to print a factorial from 1 to 10. Okay, so basically what do they mean is you have to create a function which can accept a number and print the factorial for it. Okay, and you will be calling that function starting from 1 to 10 so that it can print the factorial for every number, like for an example 1 factorial, 2 factorial, 3 factorial up to 10 factorial. Okay, then question number 7 is write a program to reverse an array. Okay, so again you cannot use the simply reverse functionality of an array to reverse the array. You have to write some logic which ideally reverse the array. Let's go to the HR interview. So HR interview, the first questions he faced is tell us something about yourself. So this is one of the question which you are going to face in every HR interview. Okay, mark it down and try to find the best answer for yourself. The second question is, what do you think should be done to improve our company? Okay, basically they want to check your knowledge about their company, whether you know this company or not. So question number 3 is, have you ever had issue with your colleagues? Tell us how you have handled it. Okay, so basically these questions revolve around one of the thing that because in IT sector you are going to work in a team, right? So they want to check your capability to handle the pressure as well as handle the conflicts. If something goes wrong, how you are going to handle inside. So question number 4 is, what philosophy guides you in your work? Let's see the candidate number 3. So his graduation marks is 8.2, 12th is 83%, 10th is 76%. Okay, so basically interviewer thinks that your academic credentials are great, so they may ask you a few add-on questions. So the first question he faces, what is procedural programming? Give some of its examples. Question number 2 is, explain the different phases of a compiler. Question number 3, what is significance of time division multiplexing? Question number 4 that was asked from him was, what is the purpose of normalization of database? What are the different rules of normalization? Question number 5 is, what do you understand by method overloading? Okay. Question number 6, write a structure specification that includes 4 float variable called length, breadth, height and volume. Call this a structure box. Okay. So basically they want you to design a structure having all these 4 parameters. Okay. Question number 7, what technology have you used in your 6th and 8th semester projects? Okay, so you need to answer it properly. Okay, because they are basically asking what are the subjects you have studied in your semester 6th and 8th. Question number 8, define the following terms: DBMS, query, SQL. So you need to define all these 3 terms in very short and crisp way. Okay, make sure that you are not stretching it a lot. Question number 9, what is the difference between primary and secondary key in DBMS? Okay, so just one note here. Okay, so I have tried to cover most of this question in my interview series. Okay, so I will attach interview playlist here, so you can click on the I button and you can see the interview playlist, and like many of the questions you can find it out there. Okay, so just go through that. So let's go to the HR interview. So the first question he faced in the interview was, do you think you are a team player? If you think you are, then you have to explain why. Okay. Question number 2, do you handle conflict well? Again, it's related to the team. So what if conflicts happen in a team, how you are going to resolve and how you are going to handle it? Okay. Question number 3, what are your long-term and short-term goals? Question number 4, state 2 of your weaknesses and strength. Question number 5, if you face a problem with your own performance, what would you do? Okay, so basically this relates to the performance you are going to do with the company itself. Okay, so they want to evaluate like if your performance goes down, how you are going to deal with it. So you can answer it with something like very positively, that if it goes down, I will try to upskill myself, I will try to elevate myself with the help of the team member as well as my manager, team lead, supervisor, whatever it is. Let's go to the candidate number 4. So graduation 8.6, 12th 77%, 10th 84%. Okay, so academic records looks great. Let's go to the technical interview question. So the first question she faced was from the data structure. So what is the significance of AVL tree? Where is top n analysis in DBMS used? What is the advantage of tree over array and linked list? Explain with an example. Explain a store procedure in DBMS. Where are they stored? What is polymorphism? What is inheritance? Explain its types. Write a program to swap two numbers without using third variable. Okay, so you have to swap two number, but you should not use the third variable or temporary variable that we ideally use. Okay, so HR interview questions, tell us about yourself. Again, it's a repeating question, just a minute topic. So they will give you 1 minute to speak on some topic. So topic was automobile sector in India. Okay, so you have to speak for 1 minute on this topic. Question number three, why should we hire you for this role? Okay. Question number four, how do you evaluate your own performance? Again, this is a repeating question. Do you follow anything to improve your knowledge? Are you planning to opt for further studies? Okay. So these are the questions she faced in her HR interview, right? Let's go to the next candidate. So candidate number five. So this is the last candidate for our session. So graduation 6.52, 12th 91%, 10th 82%. Okay, so again I can see the graduation marks are quite less in compared to his 10th and 12th. Okay, so technical interview question he faced was, what are the four set properties that makes sure the database transaction can run reliably? Okay, so basically they want to know about the acid properties of the database. You can explain it briefly. What are the similarity and difference between class and a structure? What is an exception? What are the reason behind its occurrences? Okay, so smartly you can add something here like how you can handle the exception as well, even if they are not asking. Write a program to print Fibonacci series. So I think it's a repeating question. Candidate one or two has also faced this question. Write a program to reverse a string without using the reverse function. Okay, so he is not allowed to use the reverse function, rather he has to write some logic which can reverse a string. Okay, so HR questions, tell us about yourself. Again, it's a repeating question. So I told you like this is something that you are going to face in every interview. Name our competitors and how are they different from us. So HR basically wants to know how good you know about the company and its competitors. Okay, walk us through your resume. So for this, you need to explain all these things in very brief, like your academic records, okay, and what are your hobbies, a strength, your achievements, what are the certifications you have done, okay. All these things you can explain here, okay. A lot of companies have visited your campus for recruitment, but why haven't you been placed yet? Okay, so I know the reason why you have not placed, because you have such a low credential, okay, but you should not point this out. Okay, you can tell some generic reason like this was some reason that I could not place there. I worked hard and then I have reached out till this HR interview in this company, so I'm very confident this I'm going to make it out this time. So that was all from this season, guys. मिलते हैं next video में. Till then, bye bye, take care.